for people to be down there. But 100 Thieves, I feel like, are going to be okay with that. Drafting Ezreal here tells me that you probably are not going to be playing as heavily towards that lane. You just want to withstand it. Huhi on the Nautilus just needed to really back it up. Instead, they don't. And sure, CoreJJ had a nice peel to actually prevent Tactical from going down, but it cost him his flash. It gets Tactical incredibly low with no health.
That's going to hurt.
The FBI.
Yep, that was so good. W into E auto. No reason to Q. You're going to get the skills to land regardless because the E is heat-seeking, and JJ just gets
them
first.
To do that, when you vault away, you can follow with the dice and actually potentially get an all-in or a good trade, or even just retreat back with it.
It's amazing because like it's the very first emote. It's the one free emote everyone gets, and it's the default. And it's like, okay, people are going to get tired of it, and yet it just works so well. The passive aggressive just like gauntlet thumbs up is just pretty pog. Now ulti gonna come in, big bonk comes over the top, big damage. A heal puts him at 200. The flash is gonna get followed though. Alfari Dragon stacked 2 by 12 minutes is pretty outstanding. This is gonna put a lot of pressure onto the game overall. Gold lead still over 1,000 or about 1,000 100 Thieves way. And hey, at 22 minutes we can have a Dragon Soul. Also, hey, by the way, TF's gonna show up looking for the stun. Stopwatch for Santorin, who he wants to find something else. Santorin's going to get knocked up there by Nautilus ulti. And he, yes, flashless as you called out, is just going to go down. FBI steals it away, gives the team a thumbs up, and it's like, yeah, dude, that's my gold.
Yeah. So, really nice play. Actually able to punish Santorin cross map. Not sure if he would have been able to get out 100% if he had the flash, but at the very least, they are able to get something back. And now a nice engage here on that bot side.
Big stun comes across from CoreJJ. The re-engage. FBI is just dead. Core's mechanics on point. Tacticals follow up very good as well. But a second anchor toss means Huhi is not done with this fight. Closer can't get much more done. I love how action-packed this game is. Certainly there's a logic to the build and a logic in this comp. But one thing I do find interesting, and I don't know if you're really going to have this discussion for a lot longer in this game, is we do have a bit of a lull, is going to be a Moonstone tank. And that's just the champion you're picking. Or is it like, yeah, Lily's a good jungler. Oh, well, now that we're in this game, I guess it's a Moonstone. The ult, he's gone. It does cost the ult out of closer as well, but that cooldown is much, much shorter than a 5-minute flash. Top lane turret going to fall as well. Do want to point out, Jensen did, in fact, solo the top lane turret. First turret of the game. Went to TL's mid laner up in top, mostly from their solo lanes, as their bot lane was mostly losing, from what I could tell. But, well, at a pretty good time, and we've got this push, and Jensen is low. Jensen is flashless, and Santorin flashes in for his own sleep, but might not find the rest of it. That axe slowing Alfari is a pretty big deal. This was going to be a 4-on-3. Renekton was seen in bot lane, Ezra was still in mid. They could have maybe tried to push through and find the rest of it, but the bird was slowed, could not find the vault, and 100 Thieves find themselves yet another kill.
Yep, the axe slow is nice, but you just have to hit that Quinn at all. Oh, they're going in.
Yep, vault! I love this! I love for that play. And now he's got Zonius, now he's TP'd into bot lane, so now he's here for the 5-on-5. Ezreal hits one, turret does drop in what I believe was the mid lane, and now the 5-on-5 can start. Santorin waiting around looking for his opening in. Nice scuttle pick up there. If closer lanes the smite, it is Infernals over 100 Thieves. Anchor's not going to land, but Santorin's forced back. Has Zonius. Here comes the hard engage from Rel. Double stun comes across. Knock up there on FBI, but running out of health is Closer, and the jungler is dead. Hard engage comes across. They've traded jungler back and forth. It's a 2 for 2 so far. Alfari in the chase for Tamonte. Can't get that kill just yet. On the 3-on-3, though, another kill picked up for Team Liquid. They are winning this battle, and Huhi has nowhere to go. He will drop. Team Liquid will win this fight 4-2, and that dragon will be easy as Alfari will claim that 4th and final kill.
And we'll see how much more they can get off this, because all their carries are still alive. So can they get some additional gold from some towers off the back end of this play? Team Liquid fighting that out very, very well. Santorin and CoreJJ do go down, but you keep the Rise, you keep the Quinn all safe, and they have so much damage kiting back and then being able to chase down multiple kills on the back end of this fight. It starts out here on the side. CoreJJ seeing an angle, 3 members stack up, flash over the wall, WR, tactical, ulting to a really great spot over the wall, so Olaf can't immediately get onto him, but he still has full access to deal damage in this fight, and he is constantly auto-attacking the entire time without really taking any return fire until the very end of it. They're able to clean up the fight. Someday died on the other side as he is fairly behind, and Stridebreaker is not going to have you being that tanky at this point in the game. Team Liquid needed to win that fight, and they did. But 100 Thieves will still have multiple chances to grab that soul for themselves. So TL have got to play a very buttoned-up game. You cannot afford mistakes around any of these Dragon Pits.
You really can't. And all that's happened is, okay, a Dragon's picked up. Good job, TL. That is a positive. But the gold is still basically tied. And that means there's still going to be risk next time around. You have not you know, really turned the corner. That pressure is still there, and 100 Thieves can still fork your decision making. And now 100 Thieves going for an early Baron pickup. It's sub 24 minutes in. The vision is gone. And Teal, you should know, wait, the entire team's in fog. There's the on the way ping. There's the Rise ulting to say, hey, wait, no, I see Baron. It's at 6K. We got to get around as well to stay safe. Still at half health, and that means, hey, mid's under fire. Mid's going to drop, and Team Liquid grow their gold lead to 1,000.
Nicely done by them. You can see both 100 Thieves soul laners were down in that bot lane pushing there, so they take a tower for themselves, but they lose mid lane tower, and they've lost control of this Baron area. Alphari going to be pushing out top. We'll see who does base to actually answer that bottom lane wave, but just a slow arcane shift from FBI meant he got tagged by the swirl shield and had to expend that flash. Now they're looking, though, with the TF.
Forcing a 5v4 until Quinn can show up. Root on the Demonte, though. Zhonya's out of Santora trying to find the way in. Can't get just yet, but ScoreJJ gonna buy some time. Still knocked down. The Bash Brothers on the backside as it's still the kiting game for Tactical. Gets away with one, cannot get away from both of them. Ezreal jumps over the wall. FBI knocks down the kill. And 100 Thieves so far so great. There's only one man left alive, and Jensen can only run. Zhonya's his pop. They're gonna have the lockdown. Who he may lose his life. He will not. A triple kill right in front.
They go back to base. TF ults in. Someday TP's
oh, no!
in. I can't believe that Baron's still targeted that far out. But some correct positioning here. It was 100 Thieves starting it up. It was 100 Thieves pushing the pace.
You lost the Dragon because you couldn't reset in time after Baron, but this is still going to look really comfortable with the fact that the gold lead is 4,500. Baron buff still on for a minute 45. And yeah, Quinn is bot lane. I mean, what are you going to defend? You know, sitting here 5-on-5 doesn't feel very good. I feel like, yeah, you might lose the inhib turret kind of no matter what. I would actually like to see Alphari just knock down bot tier 2. I think there's a consideration for just fully trading these objectives across the map, but who knows? Either way, I mean, they're still going to lose top inhibitor, so, you know, if you were going to do it at all, why not get a turret back for yourself? But maybe they go for the base itself, and these are going to be threatening the Nexus, so during the Baron buff, they're going to force the 5-on-5. This is why Alphari has to come back at the end of the day. The turret's still at half HP. Those cannons really chunking away at it right now.
It is getting very low, and a beautiful Ezreal ult. Getting so much damage out there from FBI. I think with them healed back up, 100 Thieves look like we want to try to back it up a little bit here, but they're staying around for now. They've got to be careful about any potential engage, but this Nexus turret is going to go down for sure.
All right, turret is going to drop. There's one left. At what point does the fight begin? Because again, Alphari, this is such a late cleanse.
Yeah.
The gold card ended by then, but he's afraid of someday jumping onto him. I understand why he pressed it, but takes a bunch of damage. Let's go back to the fountain. Half health left on this Nexus turret. Swirlsy gonna hit 2. That's the sleep. That's the go sign. Ezreal while he's napping. Jensen at half HP, and they will not engage. There's the hook in for Huhi though. Zhonya's for Santorin. Now big damage to CoreJJ. Gets 3 with it. Gets 1 for 1, but a second kill comes across. And it's time for Closer to run out. Team Liquid stuck in a 3v4 now as they lock down as much as they can to these minions. But the turret's still pretty low. Tactical's got to be careful. They're nearby. They're gonna find the big stun. They're gonna find the slice and dice, and Closer finds himself the kill. In a 4v2, it's gonna be Alphari getting a single kill, but a 3v2 is enough to close it out, and 100 Thieves will advance and stay in first place, knocking down Team Liquid.
What an ending!
Down there. I also like the Shen for another reason, which is I think TSM have played better and better the more they can focus on bot lane. It's 2 games in a row now. We get Pantheon support for Storyart to let him play.
Their bot lane could be in trouble here. If they can't actually clear out some minions and get level 2, Spica's going to hit 3 here, and you could get dove.
Yeah, they really could. Here comes the attempt. They need to knock down a couple more minions. They're not going to get it, so there's the big combo. The flash is not going to matter. First blood already in there for Lost, and Destiny's in a bad spot as well. However, the health bars are getting a little bit low. They can reset the turret. They will not get much more out of this, but what a beautiful start to this game. TSM focusing on bot lane. They get a first blood at 2. So not going to happen. TSM getting a very early dragon now at 548. That's a pretty nice dragon. But Herald's coming up in 20 seconds, and that's likely to be the next focus.
Spica is here. Destiny's going for this play, but Spica is going to make a bigger difference than this level 5 Alistar will.
They find the stun, but Huni had to flash away, so now Spica's going to try, finds the charge, is going to fear him backwards. Ulti comes down from the Camille, and Destiny just has nowhere to go. The fear was going to be too much for him, is going to get dropped off the table, and now Revenge, yeah, good luck. You've got Xerxes nearby, so you can maybe go for a bit, but get stunned right in front of the turret. Revenge forced to flash away from the play he went for. If TSM are winning the Shen side of the map, like, imagine the side where the Shen can join at the drop of a hat. Like, this is just TSM in complete control.
They're looking really, really good. They're having a pretty strong early game here for themselves. Both Dragons taking it on very early. Pantheon looking for an ulti top.
straight up 2-on-2, Pulverize and the Shen. Here we go. They won the bottom side. They're going to win this one even through the ulti. There is just no way out.
For an early Bramble, pick up the Frostfire. It allows you to win these melee matchups for longer than normal, but does have a little bit less utility than some of the other options.
Pulverize lands. Xerxes running away. This is already. Otherwise, it's bleeding all across the map. Top lane finally took some damage, may have at most lost a plate, but that's a great taunt. Huni gonna lock him right up, can't go any farther. Kill number 5, TSM.
As soon as the ult is ready, you want to look to make that play. TSM have been on point with it and are cruising in this game.
It looked really ugly, but yeah, they took the game to TL. They are taking the game to Immortals. Sure, you lost a turret, but honestly, you're taking so much.
You can actually just scrap pretty effectively with Revenge.
Yeah, I mean, he's already looking pretty good. The CS is pretty equal, but obviously his actual income is much higher.
Because if you start roaming too much on Insanity, if you're the Orianna and you're trying to run around the map, Victor has such effective wave clear that you're going to be losing your mid lane tower, right? If there's a short fight where they barely miss out on that extra damage, that's when you know those builds really could have changed the swing of things. But thus far, TSM cruising. Gonna look for a play here on bot side, though.
All right, they get the Shen ult out. They snipe him down to half HP. The Swirl Seed's not gonna land at all. It hits minions and nothing else. And Revenge got ignited, gets dropped down to half health. Had to walk away from that one. Bot lane turret dies. TSM already got turret number 3, and PoE probably gonna knock down turret number 4. So TSM increase their lose their base until they force Huni to join. Dealing damage to Dragon. They really can't delay any longer. They just must keep the pressure on. Here comes Pika with Huni coming around. They find the first bit of a dunk. Insanity going to flash away. Shockwave on the 2. The re-dive comes across. Lost over the top as well. Xerxes gets 1, and it's time to kite away. It's a 1-for-1 fight so far. Sorta at 5 health, but lives. And TSM are winning the fight by 3 kills to 1 now, as Xerxes and Revenge are now just running away. You have to imagine if he had 5 more damage, they get 1 more kill, and it looks a little bit nicer. But at the end of the day, the Ocean Drake is going to be knocked down here pretty easily. It is a 4v2 on the map. Sorta's running back over, has his ulti. Xerxes, you're flashless, you're ulti-less. This is not a dragon you're going to get. You're not going to make it happen. They can try with the Swirl Seed. It's not going to come through. Ocean Drake.
You would have liked the other build, but
My Harvester Stopwatch. It's a good build. Just do that. Anyway, yeah, there's a fight going on. They're going to go for the play right now to speak. Half HP already. Big damage there. Going to go for the re-engage, and wow, he's deleted. He's just gone.
So the Baron isn't that threatening, right? You can kind of tank it up and just heal through it. They have Power Evil and Sword Art zoning. They want to force a fight here. They know Xerxes also has no flash, so he can't even get to the pit.
Oh, big Shockwave finds him a single kill in a second. At least there's some follow-up in Immortals. Can they get more out of the 4v3?
You're so far behind, you have to buy these items, but as a result, your DPS is also lower, so it's like, how are you ever going to kill this level 16 Huni who's closing in on 3 items here and has Ocean Soul?
Right, yeah, and yes, you have to do it, but yeah, you went Mortal Reminder instead of what, maybe a Phantom Dancer or something, and okay, maybe you say we should have forced someone else. Like, they do have Healing Cut on the Lilia now. They've got it on the Camille for a while, so 3 people with sources. Maybe not wrong to make sure that you can always apply the cut, but yeah, you'd love to have a more efficient build if you could help it. That just is more pure damage, but sometimes it's just what you're forced to do here.
Kill him. He's just going to turn and fight.
Taunts in. Revenge has to indeed hook shot out. 2-level difference. Double Pulverize comes across, but Huni not an easy target. Sword Art comes in. The taunt as well. And okay, Zhonya's cutting its weight there. Is Xerxes going to stay alive? Flash the way. Stays in there. Power Evil can't find the kill, so okay. That act has been useful. Insanity trying to get away. Able to do so just barely. But now Immortals are forced to run back to the base, heal up as TSM takes every single structure.
Lost was killing the top side. Power of Evil now going to be able to knock down this mid lane tower. Immortals trying to look. They do force out some flashes there, so Power of Evil and Lost did both lose their flash, but they have a base in absolute shambles.
The flash, shield comes down, puts his own up, and Sword Art doesn't even lose health as the fight comes across. Raze ults, tries to cut away, and yeah, he lives. But oh my gosh, was that costly. Huni's ult's going to come back before too long, and they can just keep the siege going. Baron buff timing out, sure, but TSM
didn't recall, but now the rest of the team has reconvened.
Getting that scuttle is such a big deal because it means they know what Immortals are up to the entire time. Going for the pick on Sword Art. They know the cooldowns are gone this time around, but they can't quite get into the fight. Pee-wee zones them out. Headbutt Pulve comes across to get a deletion. They get 1. They're looking for Huni now as well, but Speaky coming around the backhand side. Looking for Xerxes. Shockwave not going to catch anything. It's a 2-for-1 so far. The re-engage finds a kill. 3-on-3, but Lost is here. He's already got a triple, and he's looking for the Quadra. Revenge is forced to flash away. The Devil for Insanity not enough to carry this fight. It's a 10,000 gold difference. There's minions inside the base, and the Ocean's still standing back up. Revenge is going to die for this one, and this is TSM. Whoop, they get the snipe, they get the killer instinct, and Lost gets an unofficial Quadra, walked into the base. TSM with the Bud Light Ace going to take home a victory, a 3-0 weekend, and a 4-2 record puts him in third place.
Nicely done, TSM. Back-to-back days, looking strong here. Looking proactive with the Shen ultimates, controlling the dragons, getting that soul. Really a great showing from them here today, and we saw them look
from Illusion lane.
Well, it won't be the victor after all. Instead, we will have the Zoe picked up here for Dignitas, providing them with the much-needed magic damage this comp was lacking. Chicken camp control. This is it. Evil Genius is walking in, but Fake God is walking down. Dignitas is coming to collapse. It's more TPs breaking out. It's level 1 fights. Svenskeren has to flash away, trying to get all the way out of this one, staying alive, but Aphromoo is here. They're caught between a rock and a hard place, and it's first blood for Dignitas with the flash over the wall follow from Fake God. He's going to get him even more impact, down to 100 HP. Where's the last bullet in his poor little Yordle back? One more auto attack will do it, but the blast cone's on the way, and Impact lives.
Ezreal on the minimap immediately going for the bottom lane wave, and he did get to push it, so there's some
Oh, we are done. We are done. Svenskeren's going to drop, man. Look, as soon as we're back into the game, they're... Okay, Svenskeren's up here topside. He's trying to get back on the board. He knows Fake God has no flash any longer. The Eep comes down, the damage goes out.
Disasters of the like, and since Impact ended up not dying in it, and the flash was blown, good heads-up play by Svenskeren to go punish one of the flashes that was used in the level 1. Dardoch now between two evil members.
Oh, man, he tries to invade, he tries to get something, but all he does is give Svenskeren some pins.
Ideas.
Okay, Dardoch level 6, but still uninvolved. As Saligo throws out the Paddle Star, goes in, lands it onto Jizuke,
Nice.
Forces the dash over the wall. As now the Kayn ulti's been used, Svenskeren's in danger, going back for the smite for the heal. But Dignitas has control over the objective. Fake God likely going to be killed here, tries to run away from the last auto attack. He is taken out by Jizuke. Aphromoos joined the fight here, throwing out the tongue, but not finding a lot as flashes come out from Dignitas over the wall, trying to get Saligo and Dardoch over to safety. Saligo is out, but Dardoch is still in a bit of danger. Nice sleep from Saligo, buying a little bit of extra time here for his jungler. Dardoch gets away underneath the tier 1 turret. Evil Geniuses might just continue to go after this. They know Dardoch has no ulti. There's no ulti, and the Gnar bar is up. Nope, never mind. It doesn't really matter. All right, okay. Down there, doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on here. Best vision scores in the game are just Svenskeren and Neo so far, with Neo, of course, playing the role of the support down there during the laning phase. Fake got an impact in the 1v1. Fake God's taking a lot of damage, though. Nice combo coming out from Impact to take him down and get the solo kill.
Be a factor here for Dig to try and get future saves, and he's actually getting someone to eat.
Dardoch trying to make the play down here in the bottom lane. Doesn't get the ult off before Ignar flashes over the wall, which means Evil Geniuses can use that summoner spell on their support to properly disengage this. But now it's Dignitas looking to take down the Drake here. Svenskeren's still hanging around. Oh, nice escape there for Aphromoo and Neo, getting themselves out of danger as that Seraphine ulti flew in. But Evil Geniuses is not done. They're going right back to the Drake. They've got man advantage for now, 5 versus 3. With the Gangplank ulti coming down, Svenskeren's got to be very concerned about his overall health pool. Dardoch still trying to frontline here, find a little bit of an opportunity for some damage. Sleepy Trouble Bubble marks Jizuke, but he will not be hit with a follow-up Paddle Star. Dragon is gone. The Eep takes care of it. Impact
for them versus EG, and EG picking up the Dragon on top of their gold lead feels quite nice. I think that Kayn should be transforming Oh, he is actually... yeah!
What?
Okay,
wait, if this hits, it's the best play ever. If this hits, it's the best.
Yes! Right at the hands of his tower, and gets cut out real quick.
That was messy, but topside's looking to get even messier with the 2v2. Svenskeren possessed by Dardoch's ulti. Dardoch trying to disengage, but must use the flash to try to complete the attempt. Svenskeren goes right back in for the Blooming Blows and the Swirl Seed, but the follow-up damage isn't enough from either side, and that means everybody walks away except Saligo, who is once again in trouble of being goal from Jizuke. He's underneath the turret once more. Saligo continues kiting out. How does it happen twice? on. Well, Dardoch is involved. Still waiting to get that first item in there. Definitely is grabbing a kill on Neo as soon as the camera jumps down into the bottom lane. He is just gone. So the Senna's going to be
turned it on. Ezreal no longer having to scale so hard. Fake God, though.
Oh, Fake God getting hit there with the wallop means he's done. Impact on a killing spree now, too.
Yeah, it's definitely a top die game. This game has had so many things, you know, ups and downs, laughing, crying, but one thing remains constant, Flowers, and that is Impact top die here.
The gold lead that they had earlier and even continue building it up further, man. 2,000 gold's about to become 3 as Shelly collides with the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Doesn't look like Dignitas is, wait, what?
Was Neo's flash up from that? When we came out of the replay, his flash is up.
I do not know specifically. I don't want to say it if I'm not 100% confident, but I'm 100% confident that Dardoch is 100% dead. Now, the sleep down onto Impact may just get a return kill here. Saligo will not find that one. Jizuke grabbing a little bit of damage here off the back end. Oh, no, poor little Gnar. He thought he got away, but he just runs out of the bush with 50 health and gets murdered as the sleep finds its way onto Seraphine. Here comes the damage to follow it up. She is gone. Afromu taking the kill credit as Dignitas pick themselves up a couple of kills off of the back end of losing their jungler. Now pressuring onto the tier 1 turret, trying to close that goal gap.
And that's going to be 2 towers, Flowers, because Impact going down leaves Fake God alone on the top side. He finally answers back. Top tower is dead. Mid tower also falling here, so it's a huge
the team that's currently behind.
We need to look for bubble positioning. Here's a fight, though.
Oh, no, never mind. We got to fight instead. No time to talk about that. Scarin flashing over the wall, staying alive. Gangplank ulti going to be keeping some people away as Dardoch goes into the back line, goes right back out of that line, as now a bit more damage is coming down on the Dignitas. Neo going into the stasis, keeping himself alive as Impact's about to be shut down with the damage onto Jizuke, bringing another one in over to Dig. As a double kill for Saligo just spells a curtain call for Evil Geniuses.
Outer turret there still, too. They have so much they can clean up on the map. And my goodness, they are playing so well around these sleep timings. Claw, close to, I would vote for Ghostblade. Because the most frustrating thing, oh, never mind.
Oh, we don't have time to talk about it, my friend. Lilia is gone. Impact trying to escape now as the Gangplank ulti comes down and separates the rest of the team from him. Narbar is just about charged. Dignitas have to respect that one, but they don't really care too much, as the gobble from the Tom Kench keeps Dardoch safe from any sort of follow-up counterattack. Jizuke's jumping in there, going after Saligo yet again. This whole game is a highlight reel of tragedy for Jizuke going after these kills on the enemy Zoe. It's always so close, but still so far. 5 alive on Dignitas, and they're pushing down the mid lane.
Definitely is the lone hope for EG right now. He's got his Conqueror stacks up. He's trying his best. Mystic shot number 3 lands. Pretty accurate, but Dardoch's coming.
Okay, Dardoch and Dignitas trying to stick around long enough to make sure they get that tier 2. Contest this one with Jizuke still dead for another second or two, and that means Dignitas stopped the soul stack in the process of taking more and more gold from Evil Geniuses. Afromu's not done, though. We got another play breaking out here on the bottom side, and Dardoch picks
the gameplay.
I also just love the fact that every single time we try to talk about a subject, we've got a fight breaking out before the conversation even gets off the ground. As another kill comes through, Dignitas
landing these critical bubbles over and over versus the ones that don't. And since we've seen so many hits,
see you later, Seraphine. The tour is canceled as now Dardoch's getting right back out. The ulti buys him the escape route, and the tier 2 turret falls down as well. Dignitas, they found themselves a kill. I know that nobody can be alone when Kayn and Zoe are still a factor, but the fact that everybody's still stuck together and they have to move over so slowly and methodically means Dig had to contest this one. Evil Geniuses, they know they've already got the 2 Drakes. They want to try to stick around and make it 3. Dardoch's approaching from the side. Drake down to about 2,000, and it's Drake over to Dignitas, tying those up, and they disengage.
Nice mobility here from Dardoch, slips over, steals it. EG crying once again. Does anyone to get tagged?
Fake God's still here on the front line. Saligo going unstoppable. Jizuke going back to the fountain. Definitely in a bad spot. Scarin's still alive, but not for long. Stepping forward just a little bit farther, trying to grab a kill. He's in the stasis, but he's gone, man. Double kill for Neo, and Dignitas gets themselves an ace for nothing. Bud Light ace for the big plays in the bottom lane. They aren't even walking towards the Baron here just yet. They're leaving Fake God to push down mid, realizing, okay, we can't just push to end right now. There's still a lot of stuff left in that enemy base. Let's just take Baron for free.
They say you'll never know if you don't try, Flowers. Give me some more blue Kayn in competitive. Somebody tag Daniel Dracos. I know he is a Kayn main for a long time. I love this stuff. We need to
Where
get
you at,
this
Dracos?
VOD. That was hilarious. Did you see at the beginning? Dardoch goes in, just one-shots without even having to use straight through the bottom side.
Is there, oh, never mind, no time to ask a question. Sleep goes through, nice shutdown onto Dardoch. That's pretty big here for Evil Geniuses. That'll buy him 45
3 years ago when we had Moon pull out the Shaco. Never mind, Fake God under attack, might have to fight for his life.
Fake God down to about a quarter HP, saved by Tom Kench. Sleep finds a target, so much damage onto the Evil Geniuses lineup. Everybody's at half HP or lower. Yes, they nearly got the kill onto Fake God, but again, close doesn't get it done. It's a game of inches here today as Evil Geniuses come up short time and again. Dignitas continuing the siege of the Tier 3 turret. That one falls down. It's a 9-3 turret count. Kaboom! See ya later, you poor little prehistoric Yordle. As Gangplank just marches back up to the top side. Fake God wants to turn this one into a 3-inhib game. Jizuke moves forward to try to stop him however he can. Svenskeren also hanging around here, but it's so much that these guys have to deal with now. Svenskeren goes forward and he's gone. Neo is unstoppable. 1-8 for Svenskeren in this game. Neo continuing the chase, looking for one more auto on the Deathly, but they don't even need it. Dignitas, after an awesome fight, 20 minutes into the game, the next 12 minutes is just their highlight reel, and they take down EG.
Because the picking thing flashes in and out, it was flashed out, so it didn't say picking, and I was confused.
Flowers. You're clairvoyant.
Get me the
Picking up the crab on the bottom side of the map. Now setting up for a play here in mid lane, going after Perks. First auto attack, second auto attack, flash follow-up, baby. Jose Diodo getting it done in the mid. Blabber's hanging around in the brush, but Diamond and Johnson do not want to give him a chance to go. Blabber goes in. Seismic shove comes out. Johnson gets away with the flash and the heal, staying alive now as Vulcan nearly dies. The Ignite's still going, and Diamond gets to choose.
Even in jungle, when junglers come up there. So that is going to be a very big advantage in this matchup. Flash, here we go, Perks.
Oh, Perks getting flashed on, and he's dead again.
Start up the Rift Herald with the help of Sven and Vulcan, who are in this top half of the map. Licorice is very far forward, and Vulcan's coming in looking to make the play. Headbutt pulverized into the cast, makes it impossible to miss, and Licorice is down. They give the kill over to Sven.
Needed to get some gold back into this because FlyQuest are not going to let up on their pressure. They just rotate right back down, take up the dragon in exchange for that Rift Herald, and Cloud9 will use it to catch right back up in gold. But FlyQuest will retain that dragon lead and have eyes towards the bottom quadrant. Jose counter jungling right now. And they even are kind of threatening towards Perks, who has flash back up, so much safer target. You know, they actually called down Johnson to rotate over for the dragon, so FlyQuest rack it up, and that is an ocean. I'm just waiting for that pincer move, because if you get a flank from either him or Fudge, or even just the deep ward behind these control wards, they can pull it off. Or, hey, Blabber.
Whoa, Blabber going in, man. Not afraid to ride the wall to stop Licorice's escape. They know that he used the flash to try to get away from the Gragas ulti in the bottom lane. He is vulnerable now, and Fudge goes in with the big belly.
To execute as many minions as possible. Just continues clearing out the next minion wave himself. And now those caster minions are about to die. Perks can just finish up his farm in there. One lone caster minion.
A lot of pretty safe options from them. Let's see if they can actually force something around this time.
Vulcan's going in, but a lot of damage returning now as Diamond is about to die at the onset of the fight, but he lives just long enough. Perks ends up grabbing the kill on that, but they trade back their own support. Licorice going after Perks off to the south as the 3v3 keeps on going up there back in the mid lane. Licorice still looking for the damage. Rift Herald summoned up for some reason. We also still got Perks running away, somehow staying alive. Shelly's marching down mid. Run, Shelly, run! Get in there!
Charge!
Take for FlyQuest, get extra control over this bottom side river. Diamond still with no ulti recharge just yet. Might have ourselves a smite fight. Diamond flashing away, staying alive. Jose Diodo grabbing the dragon here for his team.
Now 20 minutes on the clock as Diamond tries to walk away. FlyQuest wants to disengage. Diamond likely to die here at the very start. There you go. Fudge picking that one up. Vulcan goes in looking to tank everybody here, throwing Palafox into a bad spot, and Blabber grabs a kill on him. Johnson tries to jump in, picks up one on Vulcan, but the trade back is way too powerful. Cloud9 disintegrates FlyQuest in their entirety. That'll be a Baron.
Lines there behind Cloud9 that they just turn on him. I really like this play. All the members saying, hey, you're finally going to get above 800.
And it is well above 800, my friend. 5,000. Oh, this is a scary place for FlyQuest. Look at the vision control they got, Kobe. They're making sure that nobody from FlyQuest is safe or confident marching through this jungle.
Yeah, that tower long range. You know, hit him right with the center bullseye there. That could be the counterpunch for FlyQuest. It's definitely a hard situation, though. You know, Cloud9 had that dragon because Cloud9 will break right into your base. The mid wave is already there. They're circling around bottom. Can they get Johnson out?
I don't think they're worried about breaking the base. They're worried about breaking their face. Johnson's caught out. The damage goes through, and Vulcan's got the kill. Diamond stuck in the middle of the entirety of the Cloud9 team. Licorice is following suit. Everybody line up, single file. Welcome to Cloud9. Sven's on a kill.
Got a plan. Hide on bush. It's very
Hide on
scary
bush,
here.
Go home.
That's
the plan. You can't do anything else.
Anticlimactic hide on bush. It is going to be Cloud9 taking that one up, though. They get right through Tristana. Explosive shot on that tower. Let me tell you, the spoilers, it go boom.
Phenomenal.
No one's been able to taste it. 0 deaths here, while you know, Cloud9 been eating licorice all day, every day of the week. No flash on him again. Baron burning down. Do they actually turn? They could go for the burn here. Jose.
Oh, here they go. Jose Dioto's in the pit, but it's still secured by Blabber. I love the fact that Jose tried to go for it. You have to in these situations, but it doesn't work out. C9 has the control. You saw Jose's smite come down a little bit early. He still had a couple hundred HP remaining. Sven's on a rampage as Diamond has to flash away from the seismic shove to stay alive. Enemy jungler and mid laner are down. Bottom inhibitor exposed, as you already mentioned previously. Vulcan going over the wall here with Blabber looking to set up yet another kill. Cloud9 is the kind of team that goes in 2v3 over the enemy base wall with a blast cone and lives to tell the tale. Vulcan's providing the CC and the rest of the squad's here with the damage. There it is. Double kill for Blabber. Ace for Sven. And Cloud9's got nothing left to do but walk it in.
Sorry, not sorry, as Cloud9 take down Licorice again. Angry Bee is at it. These Nexus turrets don't stand a chance. Good luck, Jose.
There it is, man. That's the end of the game. Perks is just making sure Jose Dioto does not leave those steps. Perks dies there at the very end, but I don't think he was ever much of a KDA player anyway. Sven and the rest of Cloud9 have more than enough firepower to take this one down. And as close as it was at the start, man, once Cloud9 turned it on, it did not turn off. 16-6. Guardians would have liked to have for themselves. So it's a great for their comp. It's a good deny against the enemy team. And it looks like Golden Guardians will complete their roster here with a Galio.
Extra seconds of thought, Flowers. Niles knows this gank is coming. He plays far back. He still gets ganked by it.
He still gets ganked. He still tanks a whole lot of damage. He gets pulled back even though he tries to flash. The ward did...
Oh, yeah. Griffin is definitely looking for this one.
Okay. Taunt being used by the Galio, but the focus on Stixxay, who's still staying alive. Smoothie's trying to get away. Turtle's grabbing a kill on Stixxay. Turtle's running the wrong... Turtle's back underneath the turret, and it's a
like we got a little bit of a gank towards mid lane, but nothing really gained at all. Finn going for a 1v1 top deck.
This is not good. That is a world ender. That is a tweet ender. Niles wants to walk away with the flash Q, and Finn says,
the dragon to the Rift Herald here. Plenty of neutrals picked up for the Golden Guardians. That also means with the activation...
Stabilize things here a little bit as CLG is coming back to the bottom lane. Tier 1 turret making a 4-man play this time. Stixxay's getting away. Newbie's tanking it up. Griffin's still somehow alive. Wild Turtle
falls again. CLG. Kaisa back in mid lane, things are even. Top lane, Niles still only 10 behind despite the couple of deaths. Team fight breaking out here on the bottom side. River Smoothie tanking up at the start, but the Leona ulti will not find anything on the back end. A Blaze Olive having to flash away. Finn has arrived here with a World Ender. The heal to keep him hasted up. He wants to continue the chase. He flashes forward to make it happen. A Blaze Olive still under fire, but the Q2 plus auto
can make his efforts rewarded here. Dragon should be picked up as Turtle finishes off the tower too.
Finn is tired of having a winless record. Wanting to prevent Golden Guardians from stacking up a second one. No problem getting that done right there. And there you go. 4-3.
The kill leader on the team. I deserve the blue buff. Thank you very much, Finn. CLG, though, this is what we're looking for. The risk management. They don't overforce tower.
Continuing to try to fish for some poke here. Paddlestar won't quite find the mark. But Shelly is summoned up in the mid lane. And with the turret already below half HP, that should be a pretty easy turret take here for these guys. They might get it before she even loses HP on the headbutt, yeah. So it'll be super easy to escort Shelly forward onto this tier 2 turret. Wild Turtle jumping in front here, just trying to zone Golden Guardians away, give the Rift Herald that room. 3/4 of the HP down, tier 2 turret under siege. Golden Guardians still without a single turret of their own, and a nice engage coming out from Griffin means they pick up Iconic on the back end of the play. CLG have things going their way here in the mid game.
Beautiful. And the point about not losing confidence in your Gragas, in your Leona, is so key there. Griffin goes for the flash play, even with the flash from Iconic. Perfect knockback, gets the flowers for CLG thus far, like the recovery from them. Finn's teleport and make a nice counter punch here for themselves. See if they can actually finish it off, cash in on some gold. That would be very nice in trying to set themselves up for another fight, because they don't have to risk the game on the next dragon. 30 seconds ahead of time, and they do have presence around it first, so you can look for your Syndra stuns, fish around. If one does not land, then try and disengage. Oh, the flank teleport.
It is starting up here with the Aatrox moving in. Finn wants to cut off the escape route. Paddlestar's going down. Leona ulti coming through. Finn eating some damage and wants to disengage it. Griffin with a nice flash engage. Stixay's under threat with the damage and CC follow-up as Turtle goes behind enemy lines and takes out the enemy marksman. Niles is trying to stand and fight, but good night. The boy is already gone, man. Double kill over the Wild Turtle. CLG pick up 3.
That's going to be a completion, and Zoe gets to pick up all the flashes as well, get right back over to that Baron. 20 seconds left on Stixay and 30 plus on the solo lanes for Golden Guardians. Means that it's going to be an easy dragon pickup here for CLG, setting up themselves up for Soul Point.
And it's been so treacherous for them in the past. Spirit Visage now completed for Finn as well, recognizing that the AP damage from the Syndra might be the only thing that could burst him down through his tank ability. As the TP's showing up, but the TP's not in time. A Blaze Olive is already dead. Newbie tries to walk away, but he's stuck in the middle of everybody from CLG. Stixay wants to go for an outplay, and yes, he makes it a 1-for-1. Importantly, he takes down the enemy jungler. So that means that if CLG does want to go for the Baron, they will not have the smite to secure it. Iconic is still alive here on the map. Finn says, I don't care about fighting 1v2, I'll take you both on. Zoning Niles and Iconic away while the rest of CLG are working on the Baron. RJS moving over to help Finn and make sure these guys can't do anything about it. Smoothie's down to 400 HP. The Gangplank ulti bringing Baron lower and lower along with the DPS from the CLG players. Iconic still looking for an opportunity, an angle, some sort of a way to get in here, but the Baron is secured and they get the follow-up kill on the Niles.
I trade my life and take down Griffin. Not going to be the case, though, because Finn locks all doors. He's now level 18, maxed out.
Holy
I guess
cow.
The silver lining for Golden Guardians, Finn can't gain any more levels.
When that is the silver lining, man, you know that things are a rough time. As Golden Guardians tries to defend, a Blaze Olive not going to be hit. That was not the right engage. Griffin, he sees an angle, but he didn't calculate it correctly. He gets out with Mark. Guardians still sticking around. They know that there's 4 seconds left on that Infernal Drake, and it's Soul if Counter Logic Gaming gets it.
It's kind of dangerous walking around, too. Nice little snare.
Okay, Stixay barely alive, 100 HP left and ready to go. Smoothie still chasing after him, looking to grab the kill, and there you go. Enemy AD carried down. Counter Logic Gaming with a double kill on their mid laner. Wild Turtle just spinning around like crazy in the bottom lane as RJS goes over the wall with Finn right next to him. Make it a triple for RJS on the Zoe.
Make it a Dragon Soul as well. They can go back and pick up that Inferno, or they could end the game. Congratulations to CLG. There are only 2 Golden Guardians members standing between them and making it a tie at the bottom of the standings.
Oh man, CLG on the Nexus turrets, trying to end this when you still got 10 seconds before a Blaze Olive is back into the picture. Newbie is down. We can say the same thing for Niles. CLG, nobody beats them 6 times in a row, baby. They are on the board to wrap up week 2.
This severely hurts